Good morning, everybody. So I'm about to run some errands and do some organization today because I would like to continue my new lifestyle of decluttering and organizing and yeah. So, when I was cleaning out my closet, which is, by the way, looking gorgeous, let me just show you once more how improved we are. Okay, so when I was doing that, I realized, first of all, love those baskets. But I had like a ton of makeup, if you remember, in there. And it's like, girl, what are we doing exactly? Okay, why are we keeping makeup in our closet? Basically what I want to do is, here's the thing. Okay, I need to talk to you about this and I need to get real. I did a very good job, okay? No one can take that away from me, of getting, decluttering my clothes and going through all that, right? However, makeup is kind of where I draw the line, and the reason why is because several years ago, this probably was 3 years ago, when I was actually at my last apartment that we were only at for a couple months in Ohio, I did a massive declutter, okay, of makeup. I don't know what came over me. I was just in a mood. I got rid of like all my makeup. But the problem with that is that I got rid of so much makeup that I didn't want to get rid of. Okay, I decluttered so much that I literally 95% of it, I was like, where is this? Where is this? Like a year later, I was like, wait, where was that? Like, I need that. Where's my favorite palette from childhood? Like, I'm like, what the did I do? I literally was like, what did I do? I feel personally that makeup is just something where I know I have way too much, but I can't get rid of it. Like, I'm not in a place right now to declutter it. I'm not. And I love like limited edition palettes. I love, I go through a lot of phases with makeup, but and I know this is gonna sound like a lie, and maybe it kind of is, but I do like to go back and shop my old stash and stuff and like look through things, and like I go through phases, like my pink phase, like it was fun to go through and see what I already had. So I just can't, I can't get rid of it. I can't, I literally I'm not willing to. Okay, I'm drawing the line, I'm not willing to. But that doesn't mean that I don't want to like condense things down to when I travel. Like I really want to like be a minimalist when I travel with makeup. I really don't know how I'm gonna do that because like I said, I do full beat, full glam. Whenever I travel, even if it's a beach vacation, like I'm going to have the Tier foundation on. Like it's just gonna be what it is. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I need to get some organization. Like I want to organize all of my overflow, okay? Because I've decided I'm not getting rid of it and I have the perfect place for it. So I'm actually gonna put it upstairs in the guest room closet because I have already some overflow stuff up there. But it's just kind of a good place for it. There's a lot of room in that closet. Like there's barely anything in that closet. So I think I'm gonna do that, but I am gonna get some, more organization from Target when I go and return that other basket that was broken. So I'm gonna do that. And then I also need to run to Sephora today because my K18, I just ran out of my K18. And my hair looks like I didn't use any K18 because it's so frizzed. Actual Miss Frizzle. But yeah, I'm just gonna get the K18. And I've also been seeing a lot of people doing hair glosses on my on my TikTok. So I'm like, what's that about? Anyway, I will say I just bought this and I effing love it. Okay. This is the Love Shack Fancy Hair and Body Perfume Mist. This is the Sugar Blush. Oh my God. I love it. I actually love it. I just have learned about myself. I love sweet perfumes. I love perfumes that smell like I'm a teenager. I'm, Aeropostale. Like my favorite perfume ever is the Hollister Malia, which is not a sweet perfume. But my number one favorite besides that is this. The Aeropostale Live Love a Dream. Don't make it anymore. And it's a tragedy. I found the body spray like a year ago and I bought 3 of them. So, but it doesn't last as long. Doesn't last as long. But I love this. It's like the sweetest thing you ever smelled in your life. And you're just like, but in a good way. So, all right, I'm chatting a lot today, but I need to head out to the store. My hair is literally so frizzy right now. I guarantee the girls at Sephora are gonna be like, this way, like, oh, they're probably gonna have it ready for me behind the counter. They're like, girl, we saw you walking in a mile away. We saw you a mile away. Your hair is up. Here's the K18 that you came in for. But, dude, I started my fantasy football league debut the other day, and my brother, like, helped me, you know, do the draft and all that shit, like, whatever. And because I'm not, like, I go through phases where I'm really into sports and, like, I'll know everything. Like, for a season, like, I've had seasons like that where I, like, one year I knew everyone on the Cincinnati Reds. I was really into the Bears, Chicago Bears, like, back when Devin Hester was on the team and they went to the Super Bowl. I was really into the 2005 White Sox, okay? But I haven't really been into it in a long time, and so I don't really know anybody that's good. Like, obviously I know about the Kansas City Chiefs, but that's pretty much it. So I was like, I need him to help me, because Jarvis, like, needs me to be, he needed, like, more people to be in his league for his work league. So I'm like, whatever. You know, I was like, I didn't care. I'm like, Jarvis, like, fine, whatever, like, ugh, you know, whatever. I'm just gonna have my brother do my picks, and then I'm just gonna, like, do whatever. I'm not gonna care about it. Well, now all of a sudden I care. Okay, now I care. And I can't help myself from being the most competitive person that's ever lived, to the point where it's like everybody around me suffers because of my competitive spirit. Okay, and like, it's not even for money, it's just for glory. It's literally just for glory. And so okay, first week I'm doing it, right? Created my team. I have the Miami Dolphins quarterback, Tua. All right, it literally could not, and I mean it when I say this, it could not have gone any worse than it did yesterday. He, like, literally 2 interceptions already in the first quarter, can't score, and then he is out now for the whole season, basically. And I'm like, this was my starting quarterback? Are you kidding me? I mean, like, we didn't place a high priority on our quarterbacks. He's like, no, you don't need to, like, you know, go for Patrick Mahomes or anything, which I think Jarvis has Patrick Mahomes. And I'm going to try to get Jarvis to trade me. I'm going to trade him a guy that's totally out for the season for Patrick Mahomes, and we'll see if it works. But anyway, so now I'm like, well, what the hell do I do? Okay, because this is a disaster, and I'm like trying every day. I'm literally going in there, like, trading players. I just had to get Aaron Rodgers off waivers. Like, it's serious, and I am just like, this is going to take over my life, and I know it, because I have to win. And I got a horrible, like, you know, that randomization spot. Anyway, if you guys don't care about this crap at all, but it's consuming my thoughts right now, and I'm like, oh god, could this get any worse? My fantasy team is in shambles. Like, I need a win today. I need a win somewhere else, and I'm hoping that it's at Sephora, because I just can't be doing this. Like, I can't be doing this. Anyway, other thing that's must be discussed is that I might head over to Walgreens after I go to, where am I going today? I might actually go over there before I go to Target, because, you know, do a more efficient route, because Jarvis needs, like, World of Warcraft gummy worms. He says if you buy them at Walgreens, then you can get, like, an in-game tabard. And I'm like, really? So now I have to, like, go all the way around. I mean, I'm not, like, upset, because I love to do little shopping missions, but I'm like, now I have to go all the way to Walgreens for these friggin', how many gummy worms do I have to buy? How many gummy worms do I have to buy? And then there's, like, something with Kroger, and then you have to buy them at Circle K, and then Dollar General. And if you buy them at all these different places, you can get in-store. I'm like, look, it's smart marketing, but it's like, and I think this is, like, it's almost like when Pokemon Go came out, and then all of a sudden people that never went outside were, like, all outside, you know, looking for Pokemon. I'll never forget the summer that Pokemon Go came out. I was actually in Myrtle Beach, and we were on a family vacation, and my brother and I were running around the beach catching Pokemon. And honestly, it is a very cool concept. I think my sister still plays Pokemon Go, but I feel like this gummy worms thing is getting the World of Warcraft players who were previously never seen outside, never seen the light of day. They're like Howie from Benchwarmers. This is getting them to go out into the wild, into the stores for once. Except in Jarvis's case, he's still not going out. I'm the one that's doing it. He's still a basement dweller. Okay. So anyway, all right. I'm like almost to Sephora. I'm going to a Kohl's inside Sephora because I live in the middle of nowhere. I do. And you know what? I'm just going to say one more thing. And it's that there are some times where, you know, people need to talk about this more, okay? When you live in a small town, the grass is always greener. Let's just put it that way. Because when you live in a small town, like, there's something so quaint and nice. Like, it's so nice to just be in a place that's not, like, overcrowded. You have wide open spaces, the wind in your hair. You get to, like, you know, have room to breathe and to live and blah, 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 blah. And there's all these great things with, like, nature and blah, blah. Okay. Driving a car, like, there's something so nice about being able to just even drive a car. But I can't help but sometimes get like, I miss being in a place where there were places to see and be seen. You know, like I have all these great outfits and I've got nowhere to wear them because nobody around here appreciates that. And there's not like great stores around here that I could just easily drive to. Like, this is not necessarily a travel destination, if you know what I mean. So I don't know if you really understand what I'm saying by that, but it's just funny because you'll be like, I'll be here, and I definitely prefer being in a small town. Don't get me wrong. Like 95% of the time, I do want to be in a small town. I would prefer that just has a couple stores and, like, you know, the basics. I mean, I definitely would not want to be in a small town so small that it doesn't have like a Target or a Walmart or something. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I do remember, like, oh, I used to be in a place where there were, like, you know, good stores. Like, I could go down the street and it would be like a really nice store, you know, where I could get really high quality, you know, like a J. Crew. I miss being near a J. Crew, okay? And I've never shopped at J. Crew. I've never, literally never. I don't know if I've ever purchased anything from J. Crew. But sometimes I get this sort of existential yearning for a J. Crew. And that's life, ladies and gentlemen, that's life. Sometimes it doesn't make any sense. Sometimes you want what you can't have. And the world keeps on spinning. Okay, I put some JVN air dry cream in my hair because I heard somebody say it was good. So I don't think it's working because my hair looks horrible. But anyway, it smells pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna do a haul really quick. Got the K18 secured. They had more in the back, like in the back of the store. And then I got two things. So I think I mentioned this before, but I saw it and I was like, I gotta get it. And I smelled it and it smells so good. So this is the Fenty Skin. I love their lip oils. They're my favorite lip oils probably. And this is the dragon fruit. Oh, look at that. Would you just look at that? And I love dragon fruit. So I like to put these on before I do my makeup. And before I do my, oh yes. Oh, that's so nostalgic for some reason. The taste of it and the smell of it is so nostalgic, like in the best way ever. Okay, I gotta, these sunglasses are making me look crazy. Like a pervert. And do I want to look like a pervert? No. Then I got this Fenty Skin. This is a new scent or flavor, whatever. So this is the Kalahari Melon. I love these. I use these at night. And they are my favorite lip mask. They're like a super, super thick lip mask. And I really like melon. Anything, really. I was like, gotta get that. I need to get that. So, like I said, I'm gonna run over to Walgreens. So it's just a little bit down this road. We don't really live by a Walgreens, but this is the closest one. So, mission accomplished. Got the gummy worms. They'll be very pleased with me. There's something for me personally very nostalgic about going into a Walgreens. Specifically Walgreens, because that's what used to be near my parents' house when I was in my YouTuber days, and I would just go there and it's just like I could feel myself just go like I just used to, it was just serenity to me to be inside of there. Like honestly, truly, it was just like you couldn't beat it. You couldn't beat like the feeling of being in there. It was just so much joy and you know, the new makeup, and it was exciting, and I'm like, I never knew what I was gonna find, and you know, just looking at all the different stuff, like driving over there, it's in itself was almost sort of like a ritual. And I don't know, I just get like, I feel like whenever I go inside of there, it's not that they're outdated, it's just that they haven't changed. So I guess in a sense maybe they are, but the interior is like never changed, you know, of the Walgreens. So it just feels so nostalgic, and I just feel like I'm being transported back in time. They had a lot of Squishmallows, and if I was still in my Squishmallow business, okay, where I was driving all around obsessed with Squishmallows, then I would have been all over that, because they had just about every kind of Squishmallow you could ever have seen. I feel like the Squishmallow craze has sort of died down a little bit, but it doesn't take much to get it back going, okay? And I saw a lot of Hello Kitty there, you know, okay? That's two crazes in one. So there was a lot of Hello Kitty, and it was seasonal, and it was Halloween. So it was really kind of like three, you know, hyperfixations that someone could have. Actually, you know what? This air dry cream from JVN is actually pretty good. Target, Bath and Body Works, and then I need to get gas too.
Do you love shopping at Bath and Body Works? Now you can get rewarded. Join my Bath and Body Works rewards.
Bath and Body Works haul. So these are all wrapped really nicely, but I got 3 of the Lakeside morning candles, guys. Yes, my mom discovered these when she was selling the house, and she lit it like when they were doing showings and stuff, and everybody that came over to look at the house was asking what candle it was. So absolutely delish. So I got 3 of those because I have 3 different wax warmers. And then I did get myself 1 fall candle, and I did like this one the best. This is just a really unique smell. It's called Honey Wildflower, okay? The notes are crisp pear, fresh wildflowers, and sweet honey. I feel like it's a good transitional out of summer because there's something sort of, yeah, like, I don't know if it's the honey or the wildflowers maybe or something, but there's something sort of summery but also fall about it. And I like fruit flavor. Oh my god, I'm not eating the candle, but I like fruit stuff, you know? Like, I like the crisp apple. I like the smell of crisp pears. You know. So, yeah. Well, now I'm leaving. That was probably the nicest Bath & Body Works I've ever been in. So, it's really weird what happened. So, they, like, moved it. So, I don't know what the tea is with that exactly, but they moved it. So, originally, it was, like, over there. This is just one like huge strip mall situation. It was over there, and then they moved it literally like 100 feet, and now it's over here. And it's like, okay, what was the point of that? But I think maybe they wanted a bigger store, because this is so decked out nice. Like when I walked in to the store, they opened the doors. Somebody came outside and opened the doors for me like a 5-star hotel valet. And I was like, they have a doorman working the door. I literally felt like the Princess of Shinovia to like walking in there. And it's just, the people there are super nice. Like actually all the employees that I've come in contact with today have just been the nicest. Like the guy in Target, I almost cried of sweetness. I don't even know what he said, but it was just like, he was just one of those people that was just full of energy, full of life, like, and you've gotta love that, you know? So, all right, I've done a lot of yapping today, so I'm gonna head home, and it's only 1:17, it feels like it's 5 o'clock. I feel like I've been driving around for a year. I was gonna get gas, I'm too lazy to do it. I got a couple extra bins to organize my makeup, and I'm going to just like bring everything upstairs and just organize it that way. I pretty much use those guest rooms as like overflow, which one day I do, like I don't want to do that. Like I don't want it to be like that. I need to go through it and declutter all my crapola. But yeah, I'm excited to do this. It'll be a fun activity for us. All right guys, so I'm about to go in here and switch out some of these. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch these out. These ones right here, I like these better, but I just need them to all match. It's driving me crazy. So I'm going to take these 3 out, switch them out for this pattern. And then I'm going to move this. I'm going to put this one right here. I'm going to change that one out. And then I'm also, I thought there was one other one I might change, but maybe I don't need to change one up here. Okay, I feel like most people will probably be very delighted to know that I've changed these to, so they're all even. I mean, I'm sure it was driving people crazy. So I did move them so they're, you know, the handle's out just for functionality, because it works a little bit better. I liked the look better of them sideways, but I did that because it was really hard to kind of pull them out the way that they were. So, and it's also better for the, you know, I have more room. So I could technically, if I find like a perfect sized, you know, bin for right here, I could put something else right here, which would be really nice. But for now, I'm just trying to keep them all straight in here. All right. So anyway, I just switched out that one. So these are all the same now. So that's really nice. And eventually I'll switch out those, but those are a different size. Those are Dollar Tree ones, and they don't look great. And then like I showed you this one, this is all good over here. So Jarvis's stuff, we're gonna work on his later. What that means is I have 2 extra of these bins. Okay, so I'm gonna just keep those off to the side, and I'm gonna use the other ones right there to go through some of my makeup and bring some stuff. Like I just wanna clean out my makeup area. You know, look, there's a lot of shit over here, okay? A lot. What I would love to do today is I would love to clean out some of these drawers. Yeah, we're gonna do it. And then, like I said, I don't really like to get rid of stuff. If there is something in here that I do decide to get rid of, I will, you know, and it'll be very obvious like why I'm doing that. But for the most part, I'm just gonna move it upstairs to the upstairs location, okay? But this drawer right here, let me bring it down, okay? This drawer right here needs some freaking help, okay? This is a lot of stuff that I really don't use. I'm gonna keep the lashes down here, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff where I'm like, okay, I don't really need that right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go through it. And like this, for example. Like I can't get rid of it because what if I need to do a Grinch makeup look, you know? Like that's the way my brain works. So gonna keep the lashes. I am gonna keep this. This is like actually relatively new, but I was trying to look for like a perfect neutrals palette. This is not it, but I still like it. The Balm, this is another, you know, quest. A lot of these palettes are my quest to find the perfect all-in-one palette. And you guys, I'm still searching 15 years later. I still haven't found one, but I've tried that and it's just kind of hard to find. I don't know, I'm still struggling. So I think I'm gonna keep this down here actually, but something like this, like I love this. Okay, for example, let's take it out. This is the e.l.f. Cotton-Headed Ninny Muggins. Like, you gotta love a freaking e.l.f. palette. You just do, but this is more like, I'm gonna break this thing out, you know, when I'm watching the movie e.l.f. Like, what I love to do, and one thing I've, like, why I've, you know, really regretted decluttering stuff in the past is I love to do a theme day. So, like, if I'm going, let's say I'm going to, like, an e.l.f. something, or I'm watching e.l.f., I'd love to be able to use a palette that's e.l.f. branded. Okay, I have this Huda Beauty. It's a really pretty palette, but I'm just not using it. So, but like I could see myself using this one day for sure. So I'm gonna put that in the bin. These I used to love. Oh my God, I used to love these. These were so good. And I could never ever get rid of them, ever. Okay, I have like all of them. I had like the metal, fire. There was like an earth one. I don't know where it is, but the fire one was awesome. I used to do like a lot of red looks with this, because it had a red eyeshadow, which is kind of hard to find. So I'm gonna put those upstairs though, because I'm not gonna use them right now. I remember I asked for this for Christmas one year. This was another journey to trying to find like the perfect neutral palette. Unfortunately, this was not the winner, but yeah. This is from so long ago. This is another kind of good neutral palette. This is really old. Okay, then I have a bunch of these. These are like a bunch of the Balm palettes, which I'm not gonna get rid of because I'm kind of like, is the Balm even, you know, still in biz? I don't know. I don't want to get rid of something where it's gonna be like a collector's item, you know, even though I'm probably never gonna use it. I'm just not there yet, you know? I'm not there yet. I am a collector of makeup. I'm not like a clothes collector though, you know what I mean? These palettes are just, they're a little bit boring, but I love the Balm anyway. Who remembers these things? Oh my God, this is hilarious. So this was a dupe for something. I don't know exactly what it was a dupe for. I think it was the Natasha Denona. Actually, you know what? This is a decent looking palette. I might keep this up here. This would be a good fall palette too, but this was a dupe, I think, for one of the Natasha Denona palettes. And it was just like, they always used to have, this brand used to have a ton of dupe palettes, and it was on this app called Shop Hush, and it was like the best app ever. Anyway, RIP Shop Hush. Okay, this I'm gonna throw away because it's gross and it's dried out. Okay, and it's not my color. So I have found one thing to throw away. That's very exciting. These earrings I'm also gonna throw away because they're freaking ugly, and I wore them to the Eras tour, and it's like, what was I thinking? Wish I could go back in time. Okay, this is a huge highlighter from Catrice. I guess I'll just keep that. I don't know. Precious Metals. This is like a kind of a newer palette to me. Once again, I thought this was going to be a lot better. I'm not crazy about, you know, I love ColourPop shadows, but there's something about these big palettes that I don't love. Something about the formula. I don't know what it is. Anyway. Okay, then I got this Coke. Everything I buy from friggin' TJ Maxx is like, why did I buy that? Okay. It's never good. So probably should just get rid of it, but this is another one I bought at TJ Maxx. It's like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? All good. All right. We have a little Ipsy bag that's super ugly. I'm gonna get rid of that because it's way too ugly. I hate it. Here's another one of the dupe palettes. This was for the ABH Subculture. I gotta keep that one. Honestly though, I still look at this like the ABH, this is not, here actually, I have the ABH Subculture. Remember the drama with this? Oh my God. But I still look at these and I go, this is one of the most unique color stories and creative color stories of all time. And it's a shame that the formula wasn't better because it's truly, truly very, very cool. So I'm keeping both of those because they're relics, quite frankly. I actually have a ton of ABH. I have the Carly Bible one, which is really pretty packaging back here. I never really used it that much, so I don't know why. Then I have over here, we've got the OG, the Modern Renaissance. This is straight from 2016. I believe. They should really put the dates on these. This was a dupe for something. I don't know what. I think probably an ABH palette. But another little dupe ski palette. Love my dupes. Dude, this is really old. Okay, but I thought, once again, like this, I thought this had a chance to be like a really perfect neutral palette, and it was close, but it's just not there. So this is back when palettes used to come with a brush. Okay. Used to be a better time. I have Il Makiage. The only thing I'm serving are looks. This is actually really good. I might keep this down here actually, because this is like the best highlighter. These highlighters from Il Makiage, they're really, really pretty. So I'm gonna keep that actually. You know what? Screw it. Okay, let's see what's in here. I think I know. Okay, this is a bunch of old Kylie Cosmetics. All my Kylie Cosmetics, never getting rid of this. Wait, I have to show you something. You're gonna laugh. Well, maybe you won't, but do you guys remember the scandal with this? The crazy, remember this? Do you remember the crazy lip brushes and she had to refund everybody and send them out new ones? Does anyone remember this? It was the craziest scandal of all time, and like honestly, I still used it. I still it looks like what's the Cynthia doll, or oh my god, it's so crazy. So that was a really big scandal back in the day. You couldn't, honestly, you just had to be there. So I'm definitely keeping these for sure. Okay, I like these little palettes. Not really little, but I like them. I'm gonna keep them, but I'm not gonna use that right now. Let's just be honest with ourselves. I know myself. Okay, Ultimate Utopia palette. I think I asked Jarvis to get me this for Christmas, and then I like literally swatched it and never used it, but I'll get around to it, I'm sure. Here's another dupe palette. I think this was a dupe for like a Huda Beauty or something, so love that. These are like new. I don't know why I bought two of them, because I didn't like the first one, but whatever. So once again, trying to find the perfect like nudes palette didn't really work out for me. This was just way too dark if you're like fair skinned. And then this one was equally as like, wait, what? But yeah, okay. Then I have a ton of like lashes and stuff. I usually keep these down here. I'll keep them down here. This I'm actually gonna throw away because it's disgusting and it's gooey. And then this ColourPop palette, oh my god. Well, it's actually not that bad, but the packaging's a little loud. So I'm gonna keep all of my lashes down here. But let's see, I have the Carly Bible. Oh my god, remember this? Oh my god. Honestly, it was a great palette back in the day, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not gonna use that right now or this year. So, okay, let's see what's in here. I love to always open these. We've got a little prime. Oh, this is good. Just boring stuff, like foundation shades that are just not my shade. Like this is crazy that I used to wear foundation that color. But I have a face tape, old foundation. I probably should throw these away. They're actually fossilized. But yeah, it's just kind of weird stuff. It's all kind of gross, but anyway. It should prompt me to throw it away, but I'm not going to. All right, and then finally, this was a dupe for an Anastasia Beverly Hills like glow palette. So yeah, I'm gonna put that up here because I don't use glow palettes anymore. This is totally cleared out, so I'm literally barely keeping anything, which really feels great. All right, so this one is more of a mess. Let's just be honest with ourselves. So this is kind of newer. I'm gonna keep this out because it's kind of a good fall palette, and like I said, it's new-ish. So yeah, oh my god. Total Relic. Total Relic. It's like discolored, look at that, oh my god. Or maybe was it always yellow? I don't remember that. But wow, this was quite the sensation back in the day. This is one of my favorite palettes, like, and it's an old school. I loved it. I like loved the blush. It's a random Too Faced, you know, set, but I loved it. And this was like one of my favorite Goldie shades for the lid. I loved, but yeah, never getting rid of that ever as long as I live. I have a backup. I have a lot of like backups of things that I love. So I've got a backup of the Huda Beauty powder. I have a backup of the Half Magic glitter puck, and I have a backup of the Hourglass concealer that I love. And then I do have these iconic lights, so I'm gonna keep a pile of those. A bunch of super shock shadows. I have a lot of like crazy singles that I don't think I'm gonna use, but Mighty Morphin. Okay, definitely not gonna use that one, so I'm gonna put that in the bin. All right guys, so I'm gonna do the second drawer, and then I'm gonna come back and I'll show you the end result and like all the stuff that I'm moving and getting rid of. Okay guys, well, I'm making some progress here. So I have this totally empty, and then let me show you the pile of crap I'm sitting in. So, it's crazy. This is everything I'm keeping from 3 drawers though, so I feel like that's actually pretty decent, all things considered. I mean, really, for me at least. What I would like to do is, this is how I kind of like to function right now. So I really like this drawer. This is the drawer I probably use the most, okay? And I put like the stuff that I most use in these little pink containers. I need to pare it down to stuff that I'm only using right now. And a lot of the stuff I'm using right now is up actually on my desk. So I just need like I need a better solution, and I need to go through these palettes as well because it's just too many. So as you can see, there's nothing on the floor anymore. So you are gonna not believe what I've done. Okay, I'm a true rock star. All right, so obviously, you know, this is a lot cleaner. There's way less stuff. This used to be like packed to the top. So anyway, I put all my glitter and stuff right here. Here, let me hold it up. Oh, that looks very organized. Okay, so I put all my glitters right here. I also have some glitters back here as well. So they're just easier for me to see because, you know, with these IKEA drawers, you know if you know, but you can't get to the back. So like back here, it's really hard to get to. Like, look, Boo can't even see back there. So anyway, I put some of my restock stuff and all my lashes kind of laid out so I can see them. So this is just really flat. I put some face palettes that I want to get to. Sorry, I really probably should wait till he leaves, but we don't have the time to do that. So then I have some, oh, you're not going in there. Yeah, you're not going in there. Sorry. I have some extra face palettes that I'm like maybe thinking about using. So that's cute. Then I have this stuff right here. So this is way better than what it used to be. So I have all lip products in this first one right here. I have these, this is all just like mascaras, and this one right here, I have mini mascaras, and I have like full size right here. I have some lip products, just random ones that I like to keep on display. I have some brows. So I have brow gels, brow, you know, pencils. I have the Anastasia gel, whatever the hell is this, brow freeze, and then I have a powder as well. So that's there. These are all sort of like cream products. So these are cream bronzers right here, and then, or contour, and then these are all cream blushes, or like sticks and things. And then I have eyeliners back here, and then I have 2, whatever these are called, like eyeshadow primers. And then I have some Bare Minerals. I have an extra bronzer that I really like. I have extra powder that I really like. I have a glow screen. And then I just have 2 sort of like skin tints right here as well. And then that's literally it. So way, 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 way better. I'm gonna actually put this in here. This is just overflow, but I feel like it looks nice and like organized. This is the drawer that is like the stuff that I really use the most, and there's nothing in here, as you can see. So this is the stuff I just want to prioritize. Like, I just want to have one of everything. I don't want to have to be searching through and blah, blah, blah. So I just have like the stuff that I use the most in here. You know, stuff that I like to use, stuff that I want to use, prioritize, and I just feel like it'll be a better experience, you know? Hopefully it will help me prioritize products and pan them better, right? So yeah, love that. Oh, and then this, forgot about this. I still have to do the top drawer, but this is just my palette drawer. So these are just the palettes that I use the most, and this drawer used to be filled to the top, to the brim, and now I found this, I had an extra one. Cha-ching! This is my favorite palette, and I've actually panned this palette, and it's great for travel, and I wish that they would come out with this again. the sweater weather holiday kit. Obsessed with this. I'm obsessed with this. Okay, so I just found out I have another one. It's called Warm Wishes, and it's my favorite. Like, it's my favorite. Like, you don't need any other eyeshadow palette than this. So that's really exciting because I'm kind of nervous to use the one that I have, but it's perfect because you just put it, you know, in a travel, and it's just tiny and small and so fabulous. So yeah, I kept like only the palettes that I really use or want to use. So this is my Vanity Makeup. Love this palette. Love my Visart palettes, Visyart, whatever it's called. Makeup by Mario, Sweet Talk, ColourPop. This Modern Renaissance one I really like. I also like the sultry. I have a sultry one that I'm gonna put in here that I actually like even better. And then I have some of my like pre-made, you know, singles back here. So I'll eventually get around to doing that. And then I have my Harry Potter, and then I have the Twilight. I figured I'm gonna keep the Twilight up here for fall, but otherwise I don't use the Twilight one. So then here's all of the other stuff that's going upstairs. Okay, this is all trash. Some of the stuff back here is trash, but yeah, this is all going. It's all going upstairs. Well, I'm gonna do this drawer right here on the top, and then we're done. Well, and then I'm gonna do those sides as well. But this is really like, I'm getting rid of stuff, and honestly, I probably should throw some like stuff like, let me see, for example, like foundations that are just not my shade. It's time to say goodbye. All right, guys, it's a little bit later in the day, but I just cleaned off everything and I put everything away. So are you ready for the review? Guys, I'm doing it. And I know many of you are like, finally. All right, here it is. So here's the cleaned off desk. Okay, we have nothing on it, pretty much. So I'm gonna take you on a little tour. So first drawer right here, I'm majorly decluttered. So I just have some powders back here. I have highlighters. These are powders, and then these are all powders, like setting powders. So, yep. And then in here, we've got some more palettes. These are just the everyday palettes that I grab for. So then we have this drawer. So I have one of my extra makeup bags in here. I've got some mirrors, and then I have, this is all my everyday stuff, like stuff I use every single day, grab for it, or things that I'm wanting to use more. So that has all been placed in here and organized and all that stuff. So this is going to be my travel bag, my travel makeup bag, and yada yada yada. And then back here I have a bunch of like shimmery eyeshadows, glittery eyeshadows, stuff like that. Okay, so that's that. Then we have a very organized drawer. Finally, we have this extremely minimalista drawer. My excess products, I have all my glitters, excess products that, you know, I might reach for. Like, I could see myself reaching for them, you know, within the next couple months. So I have those all in here. Okay. I also just like moved everything off of here. Like moved everything off, moved like brushes that I didn't need. And then I also did go through here and just organized all of these drawers. So like, for example, these right here are all red lip products. So I know that they're there. Okay. All right, let's get into these. So I'm gonna put my light on here because the lighting's not great. So I have a lot of my blushes, but you can see I really cut down. I probably could cut down way more, but these are just some blushes that I like. I have some bronzers that I like as well that are overflow. So loves that. Let's go down to here. I'm very proud of this one. This is like major. So these are all my foundations. I have concealers, and then I have some primer things back here. I've got my hair tools, so all my Dyson hair tools and brushes and yada yada yada. So that's all in here. I have some stuff. I need a vacuum. This drawer is all my setting sprays. So I didn't really want them on my desk anymore because I just have so many. So the ones that I use the most are the Charlotte Tilbury, this Morphe Jumbo one, and then the one size. So I kind of put those towards the top. I also have my travel sprays, and I have some makeup wipes and stuff that I can reach for. So that's nice. And then I just have some like palettes that I like, ColourPop palettes and like extra of these little things. So I also have some eye stuff back there. And then my nail drawer, didn't figure that out yet. I'm not gonna do that right now. Not doing that right now. I don't know why I'm like, me, the lighting's so bad over here. Meanwhile, I also have a vanity mirror. So yeah, I can't believe that I did that. Feels really good. So like I said, I could do more, but I think this will be nice because it'll help me really kind of focus on products, like certain products that I want to try to work on panning, or you know, that I don't reach for, or I want to highlight, whatever, you know. Like for example, I found this bronzer that I'm like, oh, I want to try that, you know. Not try it, I want to get back into using that. So I'm going to put this, you know, at the forefront here so I know to use it, and that's pretty much it. And now I really do know where everything is, and that feels great for me. Great for me. So I want to show you on the stairs one more thing. I'm just going to show you that I do have some stuff, like how much stuff I'm bringing up. I only have 3 right now of these containers. So I'm going to show you. Our house is so freaking dark right now. I'm like going around with the light. I could turn the light on, but oh wait, I have 4 of these, sorry. So this is all the overflow makeup that I just can't get rid of right now. I have more in the basement, but I'm just gonna bring this upstairs and put it in the upstairs bathroom. That's where it will live until all right, well, I'm done. Made dinner. I'm gonna probably just clean up really quick from that, and then we're gonna go on our computers and I'm gonna watch videos and play video games. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this declutter video, cleaning video, makeup video. I'll see you later. Bye.